Live now. Oh,
We're
live
going
now.
live right
Now
now.
we're live.
PJ! What happened?
Is that a
Yes! Yes!
You
Yes!
need to come
Buff-
take a seat. Come take a seat, Bills fans. Let's
I'm on,
go.
I'm on the Falcons couch, so don't worry. I'm already on my couch.
Yeah, you were on that couch.
I
fucking...
think we all. It's not even about the Bills losing. I think we all grossly underestimated postseason Bengals.
No,
Yeah,
but the
that's-
Bills
I
only
mean-
scored 10 points, dude. They choked
and
so
let me
hard.
tell you, the refs even tried to help them, bro. That one touchdown
They
that they
tried.
overturned. That one touchdown they overturned. In my mind, touchdown, 100%. The ball, the ground can't cause a fumble. You know, like it was a catch.
I think that the Bengals are the new favorites for the AFC right now. I don't even think the Chiefs can beat them.
I think it's going to be a hard game for them for sure.
It's going to be a hard game for the Chiefs because that Bengals squad came to fucking play, and I don't think the Bills did bad. I think they just ran into an unstoppable force, and they thought they were an immovable object, and it was like, no, we're a bigger wall than your immovable object. Get out of the way, and. Yeah, that was the result. When I looked, I watched this game thoroughly, and it's. I don't want to be the person to say this right now. Is Josh Allen that guy?
He's Phillip Rivers. We've discussed this before you got here.
I think because he was making questionable decisions, and compared to his last game, or not his last game, his last runs in the postseason, he was using his legs more. It seems like he's scared to use his legs now.
So let me try to understand what you're saying. So are you trying to say that like he's kind of like unraveling?
Yes.
Okay,
It
I agree with
seems-
you. 100%, I agree with you.
It seems he's digressing.
he's getting more
Monkey.
consistent on interceptions. He's getting more consistent on just flat out making, like you said, questionable calls.
I think two quarterbacks definitely got exposed today. Dak Prescott. That's something.
We'll get to that later. Don't you worry.
I think they need to take a long look at what they got going on for sure over there.
And Josh Allen got exposed today. And
You know what sucks with the Bills? So Josh Allen's massive contract kicks in next year.
Yep.
They have a bunch of pending free agents. They're not going to be able to keep anybody. So good luck.
The thing that sucks for them is because they need another star. It's either another star receiver. That's Dolphins couch now.
Yeah. We got to change it to the right one, you know.
Oh, the cream rises to the top. But it's so funny seeing other teams lose, and like my team's not on the end of this losing shit. Monkey outside the glass.
No, I love it when it's these like super arrogant fan bases. Like the Bills fans have grown exceedingly arrogant. No, you have no idea. They have grown exceedingly arrogant. Like they're more arrogant than Dynasty era Patriots fans. It's brutal.
I'm dropping the Bills in my postseason ranking dramatically right now because after this showing, it looks like Josh Allen is regressing, and they have no money to keep people or go get anybody. And now that Josh Allen, I believe he's getting out of his rookie contract.
And you guys see, fucking Diggs was having words with him too, and then there
which
was
was well deserved because
there was
on
a
that
whole
play,
thing where
I watched that play again, and I love that. I have this cool little thing at my job that actually shows like different. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a special channel where they show different angles on these plays. And Diggs was open on that fourth down. He was open. And I don't know what Josh Allen was doing, but he threaded that ball in a terrible fucking spot. And even I was like, why would you make that throw when you have Diggs, a top-tier receiver, open on the other side of the field? That was an easy first down, let alone a touchdown. And you threw it behind your receiver, not even to him, behind him. That, to me, dropped Josh Allen's points, his everything. And correct me if I'm wrong, is his rookie contract up this year?
Well, it's not that it was his rookie contract was up, as they signed him to a new deal that was extremely backloaded. So the first 2 years of the deal were very nice to the team, and these last couple years are not. So I don't know.
Yeah, they restructured his original contract.
So they're heading into that Grizzly thing that we went into as Atlanta, where Matt Ryan had this stupid amount of money and we were getting the least out of him. And I feel like they're going to head towards that same road.
I love how Monkey's like looking like with his like glove look on his face, like the Dolphins don't have a bunch of money wrapped up in dumb shit too.
Well, the thing is now this honestly makes the Dolphins a serious front runner for that division.
No,
But-
it doesn't.
No. Yeah, you're right. No, it doesn't, because you still have a very young Jet team that I just, as much as you guys go against this statement, they are truly a quarterback away, and they have money to reach out in free agency and take over this division now, because it seems like Josh Allen is regression. Maybe we're overreacting. Maybe it's overreaction Saturday or Sunday. I could be wrong, but that division's wide open right now.
No, I still think the Bills will win the division. Josh Allen is the new Phillip Rivers. He'll look great in the regular season. He'll win his division. All the boxes will be checked. And then he gets to the postseason and he shits himself.
But we can't take credit away from the Bengals. All the holes we thought they had, they overcame it. And it's so clear and bright as day what they were doing. They weren't even throwing dimes. It wasn't like they were throwing heaters down the field. They were just throwing little dinks and dunks right here and there. They were
Literally whatever they could get. Whatever was open, bam, toss it. Get a couple yards.
I give credit to the coach, because it was all coaching. They took advantage of what they anti-schemed the schemed, if that makes sense. The scheme obviously was to put pressure on Joe Burrow. It was to abuse that offensive line that was beat up. So what they're like, hey, you're going to send people? We're just going to do quick out routes the whole entire time while you do that. Send people, please. These guys on the end are going to be open. And kudos to the receivers for finding the zones, finding the man coverage, and just getting open on quick little dings here and there. That's all they did. And Joe Mixon does what Joe Mixon does best. He runs the football and eats fucking clock. And it was a symphony from the Bengals this game. It was a fucking symphony in the snow. Beautiful play calling. Every drive was just outstanding play calling. And the Bills couldn't overcome it. They couldn't. Monkey, please take the floor, Monkey. I know you're ready.
You done? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
All right, here comes the conspiracy theory about how Tua's going to win the next 5 Super Bowls because of this game somehow. Here we go.
They called me crazy. They called me a hater. They called me absolutely out of my mind.
It's also true.
But I was not a fool like you! I was not fooled by these Buffalo Bill fraudulent fuckers! I told y'all earlier today that this was exactly how this was going to happen. The Bills are exactly who I thought they were. They were going to throw this game away. Josh Allen was going to throw a doggy doo-doo game with some doggy doo-doo picks. 10 points. At home. They got beat. At home. In front of DeMar and his mama.
Let me just ask, why did they stop wearing the 3 patches too? Was this the first game they stopped wearing them?
Well, no,
because they found a new way to honor the 3 by losing by 3 scores. At home in front of his mama. To the team that got fucked.
NFL's throwing that story out.
Oh yeah. And y'all wanted to say
that story no more.
And y'all wanted to say this was scripted? Joey Burrow doesn't give a fuck about scripts.
Not Joey Burrow, Snow Burrow.
Joey Burrow. Fuck it up, everybody. God, I love this game. Josh Allen scores a fucking touchdown and wants to fight people. And it's the only fucking touchdown he scores in the whole fucking game. Now you get to fight Stephon Diggs all offseason while he's gone. Why aren't you fucking Joey Burr?
Well, the interesting
Why aren't you Burr?
I don't know if y'all saw, but he grabbed all his stuff and tried to make his way out of the locker room.
He did. No, he did.
Before
Make
anybody
his way out of the locker
even
room.
made it to the locker room. And a teammate had to go get him and bring him back. And then even after he was back for a couple minutes, he ended up leaving again.
Buffalo, I have a cold hard reality for you.
So what's going on in Buffalo with Diggs? Because keep in mind why
This
he was
was-
available to Buffalo in the first place.
This was your best opportunity. And it's gone. Because next year,
Oh,
your
Hey, Monkey.
tribal chief
no.
is
No,
coming for the
no.
division.
Monkey, can I ask you a question? So if the Bills are like so much of frauds, like what would you think about teams that lost to that fraudulent team?
I think Skylar Thompson's a complete fucking fraud.
I think
No, but like even when they had two.
Hey, listen. No, listen. When we talk about the Bills and the Dolphins in that playoff game,
No. I'm talking about the game in Buffalo with Tua in the snow. What happened?
fraudulence.
Oh yeah, Tua can't play in the snow. Fraudulent. You're right.
Completely.
You
He's a fraud.
realize that you guys
completely fraudulent. Josh
are in
Boyer
cap-
can't coach
You
in this stuff.
realize you're in cap hell, right? You are in cap.
Yeah. You're in the
eternity.
same spot as the Bills.
Hey,
You're not
Hey.
keeping all the players on your
Hey.
team. I hope you know that.
Buddy, we got this. There's only 3 we need to
Oh my
keep.
god.
This is
I've,
what I
I've heard this
talk about.
every year, every fucking year with these
Playoff
goddamn idiots.
Playoff rookies, man. Like they get to the playoffs one time, you're like, oh, it's gonna happen again next year. No, there's money, there's back end,
We're back.
You gotta keep all that. No, you're not.
Coming
No.
back.
You are not.
Monkey,
that
how
bad.
many years do you have to say this until you fucking learn? How many years have we
Nope.
been through this?
Now, listen, you don't get to tell me I'm wrong today because y'all motherfuckers are wrong today, right? I'm the right one.
God, dude.
Oh yeah.
He picked one
I'm sorry.
game correctly, and now he's
No, I
he's
picked
off
him
the
up.
rails.
Are you now tied with everybody? Is that why you're so hyped? Because I think
I'm
you were like 2
Pick'em.
games.
I'm Pick'em Antichrist now.
Actually, we all tied, but Talon, so we all won, I guess.
Yeah, literally.
Talon sucks. Talon sucks at Pick'em. Why'd you pick? Never mind. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh yeah,
You picked the fucking Cowboys.
Let's move.
No,
Let's move to the boys. Let's move-
no. I have to give an honest, actual, honest to God truth. And
Yeah, back to reality now.
well, no, I still look. In reality terms,
You
look,
still think-
you guys can say all the shit you want about the cap, but yeah, we might lose some people, but there's some people that need to be getting gone anyway, like fucking Byron Jones and all them. We'll be okay. Buffalo ain't gonna just have it easy for the next 10 fucking years.
Nah, neither one.
All
The
right.
only team that's actually gonna progress is the Jets.
The
and
Jets.
the Patriots.
Let me just break it. I know, like you're new to this. Like, I know, no, you're new to this. You're an
know
outsider.
what?
You're an Atlantean, and you're in a completely different division. You don't fully understand how AFC East rules work. The Jets suck always. Okay, that's how that works.
No,
The
it's not,
Jets
actually.
suck always.
That's how it works, bro.
You know
I-
that the Jets have made it to
100%.
mo- the
Go
Jets
ahead.
have made it to the Jets have made it to more AFC championships than Miami in the past 20 years. That's just a fact.
No, listen. The Jets suck always. What? One? So the Jets suck always.
You're in so
All right?
denial, dude. Because all they have to do is sign one Tom Brady, and you guys are fucked.
No,
Okay.
they're the Jets.
Okay.
They're the Jets.
Okay.
Okay.
So under
They
no
can have.
circumstance.
I
Listen.
said the same thing about
Listen,
the Saints,
listen,
but they
listen.
still find ways to piss me
They
off every year.
can. They can have 2006 Tom Brady with 1998 Randy Moss
You're an
and
idiot.
1997 fucking Terrell Owens and Dwight Clark with the Miami Dolphins defense of the 2000s with Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison, and they'll find a way to go 8-8 with that goddamn team. Because why? They're the Jets.
Well,
That's
you're
why.
Crazy. You are
The,
insane.
the Miami
That's
Dolphins
why.
had Tyreek Hill and found a way to go 9-8. So
Yeah, well, concussions. we find our own ways. Yes, I won't deny.
All right, let's go. I want to hear.
But it's
Logic
not like
Monkey.
the Jets.
Conspiracy
The lot.
monkeys.
this is his logic.
This is Logic Monkey right now.
This is Miami fan logic. See, this is why
Listen.
I always talk shit on Miami. You're starting to finally
It's
learn.
not. Listen, it's not even fucking Miami fan logic. It's fucking fact, dude. The Jets suck always. They find ways to suck always.
I want to
They
hear
have a
logic,
good.
Monkey.
Yes, they have a good team. Yes, they might be a quarterback away from a championship. However, that's not the problem. They could get a quarterback, but until they change their name, they're going to suck. They will find a way. I promise you. Okay, so going back to this game with the Bills, let's talk about teams that matter again. Well, the Bills don't matter anymore, but let's talk about the team that does matter. The
Talk
Bengals.
about the Bengals.
Okay, this fucking team is destined to lose to Brock Purdy in the Super Bowl. That's what I think.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yes.
That's actually
wild.
a take. No, that's actually a take that I agree with.
I mean, I could see them matching up, but I just don't think Purdy's gonna come out on top of a matchup with Burrow. Burrow was just there last year. They're fucking hungry. They realized that they were just there. They realized, like, you know, just like PJ's always saying, act like you've been here. They want to go back, and they're fucking hungry. So I believe if they get there, bro, I see them winning it all this year.
I don't know, man, because we got to talk about this other fucking game in a second, but I don't know about that. Although I do know that the Cincinnati Bengals are fucking looking like that they're taking it. They're definitely good, especially with what we know with Kansas City and a limited Patrick Mahomes. And what the fuck is that going to look like next week? Because we know that he was playing decent on that injury, but that injury just happened. And anybody that knows injuries and has had an injury, that's fucking adrenaline pumping. You don't feel it until a few days later.
He still had adrenaline and stuff going through, so you know.
Yep. So now he's gonna be fucking really feeling that injury going into this matchup with Joey Burr coming off of that fucking win. Dude, it's set up for the Chiefs to lose.
Oh yeah, funny story about that. So we were leaving Twin Peaks at halftime, me and my buddy, and as we're walking to the car, my buddy's got a Chiefs hoodie on, and some guy said, "How about them Chiefs?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna beat the shit." The guy was like, "We're gonna beat the shit out of Cincinnati next week." I was like, "Hell yeah, dude! I just put $200 on the Bengals." So that's how I feel about this game coming up. I like the Bengals a lot. I immediately put money on them.
I think they're gonna win for sure.
I think the Bengals are gonna win too, especially with a hurt Patrick Mahomes.
On the other side of the ball for this game, in realism, Buffalo. There's a lot of questions now with Josh Allen's decision making. I do agree with PJ on that. That I was saying that as a joke, but it's not really a fucking joke. Like the guy
I mean, he's starting to look like his first 2 years again.
He throws bad picks at bad times.
Do you remember the last game of the regular season against New England? The absolute punt he threw to Devin McCourty in the red zone.
Yeah,
like that was a rookie year Josh Allen throw. Like I haven't seen him do that since we were all saying he sucked.
Josh Allen does this in big fucking games all the fucking time. And now that's a decision because you know Buffalo ain't moving from Josh, so that's a decision. That's a real big problem going forward. Now, yeah, we can get a real good win record. We can win the division. Shit, we might even get to the divisional.
But you can't depend on him to do it for you.
Some point along the way, this kid's gonna throw the game away. And you only have Stephon Diggs for as long as he gives a fuck to be here. And
he might not give a fuck anymore.
Exactly. He doesn't look like he does.
He fucking came to win a championship, and now that's not fucking happening. So, on that side of the fucking ball, dude, in Buffalo, you gotta worry because this is your future. Josh Allen is not going anywhere. This team, for the most part, probably won't be going anywhere. I don't even see Stephon Diggs leaving. But what we just saw is going to be Buffalo. Like, what we just saw is Josh Allen. He's not a big game quarterback. He's not. He tries to be. He's fucking inhuman on a regular season. Guy's almost unsackable in a regular season. And you put this man in the playoffs against a fucking team that can beat him, and he folds. He folded against the Vikings.
It's like
and we all saw how that worked.
It's like you're playing Madden and you're playing against the type of opponent that likes to like make highlight reels, and they're basically just beating themselves because they're forcing the ball down the field, and lo and behold, your defense picks them off, pick six, shit like that. But
I don't know.
it's just so relatable. I feel like in
I
those
don't know how
moments, he's just like trying to force the ball.
I don't know how you fix that. I don't know if you need a better quarterbacking coach. I don't know how you fix that. But everything that I've seen with Josh Allen is when it's important, he don't show up. He's a great quarterback, but just when it fucking matters, he's mundane. He's the next. From what I've seen, Brendan said it best. He's the next Phillip Rivers. He's gonna get just close enough to disappoint you.
Watch out if he starts popping kids out 3 times a year. Watch out.
And he's got the number, and he's got the personality, Anyway, there's another subject where it's getting just close enough to disappoint you. Guys, how about them Cowboys?
I said this. I just want to go on record. I said that they were going to get to like this point and choke.
Oh, yeah. I put them on fraud alert for the last 2 times and completely fucking predicted how this is going to go. How about that last play?
They have shown us. They have shown us for the past 4 years, possibly more, what the Cowboys are. And I said that I'm going to judge them off what I've seen. And I have judged them. They have been seen, and I have judged, and they are the same. Fraud.
Guys.
Choke artists.
What the fuck? Before we even get to the game, it's bothering me and Brendan. What the fuck was the last play supposed to be? Like, do you have any idea?
I don't have any words, honestly. I just don't.
No, what, do you have any idea what that was supposed to look like if it was done correctly?
I'm open for
Why was Zeke the center?
That made the Jacoby Myers random pitch look like a good play design.
Sometimes like coaches and players, man, they think they're gonna like have like this crazy like highlight play. They're like, this is gonna be the fucking play, bro. And it doesn't go the way they think it's gonna go at all.
Dude, Zeke got blown right the fuck up, dude. Like, why was he snapping the ball?
People try to reinvent football. Like it happens every year, man. Like people just like throw a stupid ass play in there, just like thinking they're so fucking smooth. Like this is gonna be crazy, man. Like no one's ever seen this shit before.
So this game was ugly. I'm sorry. Unless you were a defensive guy, which me and Brendan usually love defensive games, but on offense, this game was ugly on both sides of the ball, except for the run game in San Francisco. Those guys did great work, but the quarterbacks in this game weren't great. Brock Purdy was not good. Not the Brock Purdy we saw in the last couple of games. But Dak Prescott was even fucking worse, dude. This game was it's almost, I'm about to say the same shit about Dak Prescott that I just said about Josh Allen. Not a big game quarterback, bro. This team, for whatever fucking reason, can't get it together when it matters, and the 49ers are their kryptonite, and that's fucking
during
ironic.
The season. They will fool you. They will fool you. They'll trick you. The Cowboys will trick you during the season, 100%. I give you that. They'll trick you, and they'll get you going on their little bandwagons. They'll be like, oh, we're rolling. Even they'll make Stephen A. look bad a couple times. Even they'll make him look like an idiot. But then this is what they do.
But then they turn him into a profit.
Exactly, they turn him in. I'm sure he showed up to fucking. He's on First Take, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
he's showing up tomorrow with.
I'm sure he's
Cowboy
showing
hat
up.
and cigar.
Oh, he's gonna be like he's gonna show out.
Wait, I got a
Listen.
question. I just thought of something, and I know we're moved on from the last game, but are the Bills the AFC East or the AFC Cowboys?
Yes. Yes.
I would
Yes, they
say
fucking
I would
are.
say I think the Bills are a little bit better, but I mean if we're
What's
if we're
What's
putting it
funny
that way,
about
yeah.
this? What's funny about this? I'm making this joke again. Punk is back. New metal's back. Horrorcore's back. Hardcore's back. All right, kids are coming out in fucking trip pants and emo looks again. We're in a full 90s thousands fucking what is it, retro wave. Buffalo's back to choking in the playoffs. Dallas is back choking into the playoffs against the 49ers. The 49ers are about to own Dallas for the next fucking decade. It's going to be the 90s all over again. We're in a full effect retro fad. I'm just waiting for blood in WWE again. Somebody needs to throw somebody off of the Hell in the Cell to make this shit complete and confirmed. Like, we're going to die here. But as far as this game was concerned, yeah, the Cowboys looked fucking terrible. And it was on all phases of the game. The only person that I feel like did a really good job on defense was Micah Parsons. I don't know if you guys were watching him as much as I was, but he was in the backfield all fucking game.
Did you see when he just fucking absolutely pancaked McGlinchey and turned him sideways?
Yeah,
Holy
Micah
shit, that was awesome.
That boy is a fucking beast, bro.
We need to save him. Get him out of Dallas.
The D did well. This was definitely a defensive man's game. I think special teams got a turnover too.
Muff punt. Oh no, they knocked it out actually. He caught the punt, tried to return it, and then punched a little peanut punch.
Spec teams got a turnover. I remember seeing that.
Both teams had big returns too.
But the offense is sputtered. Tony Pollard being out with the high ankle sprain sucked. That must have sucked really fucking bad for Dallas. But dude, it comes down to decision making on Dak's part. At no point in
I don't mean to
the game
interrupt,
does he look.
But Jerry Jones confirms that Mike McCarthy's job is secure.
Oh my god, he's got to answer that right now. Guys, I'm not gonna fire him. Relax.
He's coming back next year. He's fine.
Fucking weird.
But he did quote. He did quote after this sickening loss. Oh my god. Continue.
All right. So at no point did Dak look comfortable in this game.
I don't think he's the guy.
No. CeeDee Lamb looked frustrated. I think he hurt his hand. He had a couple of really nice catches, though.
He did.
Dalton Schultz had some really nice grabs, too. It really boils down to, yeah, you're right. I don't think Dak is the guy. And to be honest with you, we just had a whole thing on quarterbacks earlier today. Dak Prescott might be on that list. Like, I don't think he's in Dallas. I think now Cooper Rush might not be on that list.
You don't think right now? Like, you don't think right now? I think for sure Jerry Jones is like, I don't think this is the guy.
Oh,
yeah, that's
sure.
what
I think he's
that's
pointing
what I'm
fingers.
saying.
I think right now he's pointing fingers real hard, and I think Mike McCarthy is not stopping him, and I think he's also pointing fingers.
That's what I'm saying. I think Dak's going to be the one that's out in Dallas. I think they're going to keep Cooper.
It's 10:30.
Which would be wild.
What? It's 10:40 at night. It's supposed to be 11.
What do I call it? On the other side of the ball, though, that defense, keep them. Fucking Micah, definitely lock him up. Because if that was the only fucking meaningful thing in the game for Dallas. And to be honest with you, San Francisco, but I feel like that was just because Dallas' defense was so goddamn good. The offense for San Francisco didn't look any much better except for the run game. C-Mac's a fucking beast, dude.
That's how a right boy runs the football.
C-Mac's a fucking beast, bro. But how about, okay, so in the last seconds of this game, Elijah Mitchell runs out of bounds. How many of y'all were like, nah, don't do this?
Mistakes happen.
Nah, dude, that one scared the shit out of me.
I knew the way the game was going, Dallas was not pushing 75 plus yards in 30 seconds.
No.
There was no way that was happening.
Plus, that's not really their MO, you know?
That's not their MO. There's like,
No.
if it's Patrick Mahomes, that's
They're
possible.
dinking Dak. They're dinking Dak Cowboys.
They're dinking Dak Cowboys. And
But
it's
that's
not
exactly what happened is exactly what we expect from them. You know?
I don't think Dak Prescott's a bad quarterback. I just think the situation they have with him in Dallas right now just doesn't fit. I don't think him.
Just nothing.
I don't think him and McCarthy gel well together.
Yeah, nothing that they got going on is.
Because I've noticed like Dak Prescott, and this is, I call it the quarterback black hole, where you get a specific, and I've seen Matt Ryan hit this hole. I've seen Dak Prescott hit this hole. I've seen Tom Brady hit this hole. It's where you get a playbook that doesn't gel well with your play style. And I've seen moments where Dak Prescott shines. Like, he's making great passes. But when you got to go by a script and you're going against the game plan and you're not feeling it, you're not going to throw the way you want to throw. You're not going to make the comfortable tosses. You're not going to go through your progressions the way you want to. Because you got somebody else telling you, no, do this, stick to the script. Do this, stick to the script. I feel like there's probably a better situation for Dak out there elsewhere.
And that's the thing.
Maybe give a shot for Cooper Rush.
I agree with you because there's so much push and pull when you think about that situation, you know. The push and pull being, like you said, you got one guy, or you got your coach saying, no, this is what we're going to fucking run. And you're like, that's not
what I'm seeing.
You know, that's not what I'm seeing
out here.
Comfortable doing.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I fuck up, it's not going to be you that people point fingers at. It's going to be fucking me. It's going to be my neck on the line.
Because when it was Jason Garrett, Dak Prescott actually looked comfortable throwing. And I think the offense was productive.
You have to have that push and pull. You know, you have to have it.
And I'm not saying Mike McCarthy's a bad coach. Mike McCarthy, I think, is a good coach. It's just I don't think those two blend well together. And we saw it sporadically through this season where games that they should have won, they lost, and games that they should have lost, they won. You know, it's just you can't have an NFL season like that. The reason why guys like Patrick Mahomes do so well, Joe Burrow, is because it's not just Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. It's the coaches, play calling, and also going like, look, Lamar Jackson. I love what Jim Harbaugh does with Lamar Jackson. He goes up to him like, "Hey man, you want to go for this? You want to do this?" Like, he gives him control. Lamar's like, "Yeah," and that builds confidence in your guy. Like, "Hey man, if you want to change this play at the line, go ahead, change the play at the line."
Mm-hmm. I know for a fact that Patrick Mahomes has that, and I know for a fact Joe Burrow has that as well.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. The push and pull that you have to have between the quarterback and the coach. You have to have
not just those two, but the offensive.
Yeah, exactly. Too. Other key parts of the offense as well. But I feel like that's where it starts for sure. And when you don't have that, or if that's off, you're fucked.
And a prime example is we all remember that one random blemish for KC against the Colts, right? Where I believe it was Bellamy and Patrick Mahomes getting into it, and they lost that game. But then after that stretch, it seemed like they were really on the same page at that point. It's like, okay, we have our bygones, but we got to solve our problem here. You got to give me comfortability, and you got to give him comfortability. And I feel like the Cowboys don't have that with Dak. So maybe it's time to move on. I see that tinfoil hat. Show me what you got.
I got one. I got a
Tom Brady to Cowboys.
You fucking stole my idea.
What did he say? Wait, what?
Tom Brady to the Cowboys.
Holy shit. That makes sense.
Dude, Jerry Jones is a weirdo. He'll do it.
And I think Tom Brady would fit there perfectly with CeeDee Lamb.
Oh yeah, and they still won't win the Super Bowl.
That is Mike McCarthy would work with Tom Brady.
Easily.
All Mike McCarthy strikes me as a lazy motherfucker. Tom, no problem, bro. You got
Well,
this.
the question is well, because McCarthy doesn't call plays there. The question is if he'll be cool with Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is like half his age. I don't know if he wants to be taking orders from motherfuckers half his age.
Yeah, fuck that. Honestly, I don't think Kellen Moore with his age would be like a problem with the GOAT fucking running the
Taking over
offense
play
for
calling.
you. Yeah, bro, just do whatever you do, bro. I feel like that. Yeah, that could make sense for Tom. That's gonna be, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably not gonna. We're not gonna be the only ones to think about that. I think that's gonna be something that they run by
It's just
on the
it's
major
the sucky
networks.
things about Cowboys is like there's nothing worse than being that team that's there but not there. Does that make sense? I feel like going to the postseason and losing the divisional is just as bad as having a losing record.
Yeah.
For the Cowboys, it is.
It's just well for any team to be honest.
No,
Like
yeah, no, like I view.
What I mean by that is Jerry Jones takes it that way to the 10th power.
I would too. Like why is
true,
our
though.
cap the divisional round? Like that we have so much. That means you have so much talent on your team to get there and have that record in the season, even beat wildcard teams out just to get beat by somebody else. Like that's just a weird spot to be in because most likely you're in cap hell. Most likely you're paying players way more than they're supposed to be paid, and most likely you have free agents next year. So you're there, but then you got to battle the offseason. That's the next opponent you have. That's the unscheduled opponent that you got to battle.
Then it's like I view every season that doesn't end in an AFC or NFC championship or in the Super Bowl as a failure. Like that's just the reality of football.
That's the reality of football. If you don't make it to the fucking Chiefs and the Bengals are fucking winning right now. They're solidifying. The Niners too. Throw the Niners in there. Those are the three consistent teams we're seeing in championship games. And you look at the formula of every single one of these teams. They have what? What's the constant thing they have?
Defense and running
tight end,
game.
defense, a running game, and a star receiver. Monkey, you're funny as fuck.
Sorry. Anyway, so now that we know what we know, which is that the Niners and the Eagles will be the NFC championship, and the Bengals and the Chiefs will be the AFC championship.
I miss Kyle Shanahan. I'm so sad.
It says actually now that Dak Prescott has like the same record as Tony Romo, 2-4 playoff record and 0-3 in the divisional round.
Well, you can say this: he took over Tony Romo's job perfectly.
Yeah, he's following along in the legacy just right.
The Cowboys' legacy lives on.
So
Jerry Jones is gonna die before he sees this fucking TV bro.
I didn't want to be the one to say it. I didn't want to be the guy. I didn't want to be the guy, but you
Somebody's
did.
gotta say it, bro. Somebody's
He's
gotta
gonna
say it.
die
Man.
before the
Somebody's
Cowboys
gotta
make
say
it
it.
back. And I feel so bad, bro. Like I don't hate the Cowboys, man. I don't understand the hate the world has for the Cowboys.
Bro, it's something about saying that you're America's team, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh my god,
It's something
bro.
about like America's team.
After
No.
they lost, the amount of memes that were on my timeline were brutal.
It's
Brutal.
become like just a thing to just.
It's a
like,
thing, just a
not
clown on
like
the Cowboys.
yeah, not like the Cowboys.
listen, I'm telling you, it's because there's too many of them motherfuckers.
Jerry Jones makes it easy too. He makes
He
it
makes it
super
easy.
fucking easy.
And I
Like,
back up.
I will
Brennan's
say,
statement. He's a fucking weirdo. He
What
is a
what
fucking
owner
weirdo.
has
Super fucking-
post game press conferences every game? Every game he does this.
What'd you say that one fucking quote he had too about football under the fucking roof?
Yeah, so
under
we had
some
to-
shit like that?
Jesus can watch
So,
the games.
Jesus, man, God.
Well, guess what? Jesus is mad right now. Okay,
Yeah.
he fucking hates you.
Yeah, if you're
He's
doing
not.
that for
He stopped watching the games.
Jesus is a
Oh
Niners
my
fan
God.
now.
Let's talk about Niners and Eagles.
yes,
Fuck, I'm
so-
so excited for that game, man. Like,
Yes.
these two games are exciting. Win or lose, all these teams are winners, man. Win or lose.
Yeah.
It's been an
Nah,
interesting,
nah.
crazy year.
PJ doesn't get to say that because PJ is the owner of.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. They're still fraudulent, but
See, this is
they're still
what you-
fraudulent. They're
this
still
is-
fraudulent.
this
I
is
don't
what
think
you
they're
look
going to the
like.
bowl. I think they run into the train called Brock Purdy, and I think the Niners go to the Super Bowl.
I'm not. I'm not.
All
Gonna
right,
lie.
let me rephrase my fraudulent things. I don't think they're Super Bowl material. I don't think a team can just out of nowhere just be fucking, all right, we're here. We're the best team in football. We saw it with the Panthers. We've seen it with a lot of teams. We saw it with Atlanta. You can't just be a team that just, the only team that fucking did that was the Rams, and that's because they collected the Infinity Stones and was like, hey, we're the fucking Avengers. We're going to win this fucking Super Bowl.
Well, it's but like they just won a Super Bowl 5 years ago, and some of
With
those
Nick
players are
fucking
still there.
Foles.
Yeah, but some of
No,
the
the
defensive
only
players are still
consistent
there.
player on that team was Fletcher Cox. That was it.
Yeah, and he's still there. And Brandon Graham, he's still there.
I don't think the Eagles have it in them. I think they
Was
choke in
Kelsey
the
on that
big
team
game.
or no?
And Jason Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
So they
I
got guys.
think so. I just don't believe in it. There's something in the
Yeah,
back of my
I
head.
agree with you. I
that
don't think they'll
tells
make
me
it, honestly.
they're
But
not
it'll be
gonna do
cool
it.
if they do. It'll be really cool.
And
I didn't say they
if
win the
make it to
Super Bowl. I
Super
say they
Bowl,
make it.
I don't think they make it.
If they make it to the Super Bowl, all that shit that everybody talked on Jalen Hurts, like that first year that he was drafted by the Eagles, and even that second year, like, you know, they need to fucking
I
apologize.
honestly
And
think
I'll
it's
even
another,
say,
I
man,
think
I'm
it's
sorry I
another-
wasn't familiar with your game.
I think it's another 2015 Carolina Panthers. That's what I'm seeing, a very eerily similar path. Running quarterback, stellar defense. They get to the Super Bowl and fumble the bag. Or the championship and they fumble the bag. That's what I'm seeing again. I don't know. It's just a very eerily similar path.
I think that the Eagles are Super Bowl material, but the problem is that the man in their way.
It's
It's
not
the
even
beast.
him. It's not.
It's the
even him.
beast incarnate. It's
Christian
Brock Purdy.
That's not even him.
And no, but you know what, you're right.
It's that
It is-
Niners
it's
defense,
C-Mac,
man. I was
it's
watching
C-Mac,
them today.
It's Debo. It's Ayuk. It's the defense, Bosa. That entire team. I think
Oh, look,
Brendan
I could
said it
go-
earlier. That entire team won
Cover
or
Shaq.
went
Cover
far
Shaq.
with Jimmy Garoppolo.
So it's just me.
So
I don't think
You know-
so, man.
You know
I
what's
don't-
crazy though? Like for the
What?
first time in a couple years, like I can see every one of the Final Four teams win the Super Bowl. Like none of the outcomes will surprise me at this point.
no,
I see the Bengals win it more than anybody, honestly.
But matchup wise, I have to agree with PJ. Matchup wise, yes, they may be able to match up the quarterback. Like I don't think Brock Purdy's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts, right now. I think that's a debate maybe for later. Let's see how Brock does.
And let me
But the offense in general, Miles Sanders doesn't match up well with C-Mac. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of C-Mac, they got Elijah Mitchell, and he's pretty fucking good. George Kittle, he's pretty fucking good. Debo Samuel, well, they got a good receiver on the other side of the ball named Brown, but
They
he's
got two
pretty
of them.
fucking good. Ayuk, he's pretty fucking good. Like
There's just too many consistencies on the Niners. Like that's what I like, the consistency, and the Eagles
Well,
don't have the consistency.
and
but
the
they're-
line blocks. We don't
Yeah, but
talk
they're
enough
like
about San
they're
Francisco's
the
line.
same. They're the same team though. Like they're
This
built
is
the
true.
same way.
They
like,
are
it's
built
like
the same way.
Spider-Man.
They are. It is.
So it's just who can do this type of thing better. Like that's all.
and
this
I
team's
think it's the Niners.
I
Brandon,
think
what were you gonna
the
say?
Niners do it better, but you're right.
fuck. I gotta remove.
All I'm excited for is that these games are going to be great, no matter what. They're going to be great games. Like the teams that are all here got here for a reason, and
No,
they're going to be fun
okay.
games to watch.
I remember what I was gonna say. So, I'm getting in the trend of monkeys like conspiracy theories, and this is my conspiracy theory. I think the Bengals are going to win it all, and this is why I say this, because it's not just a coincidence that their field is fucking cursed and that players are getting hurt on their field and shit like that. They made some fucking kind of deal with the devil or whoever, and these motherfuckers are like selling people's
Fucking kidneys off on the streets.
Bro. They could have taken Damar's soul. I don't even know, man. Like,
We offer this young man to you.
just
Give us a
offering,
Super Bowl.
And I think they're gonna go all the way. I think
I mean, they did
man.
have 2 human sacrifices on the field. They said, and then they sacrificed Damar Hamlin.
They literally did. And the Bengals, have the Bengals lost a game since that?
No,
I don't think so. No,
LOL.
no.
because I think their next game after that was I think it was the Ravens.
You know what's a fun fact too, for the Chiefs versus Bengals? The Chiefs, for the last, I think it's like 2 years, 3 years, are 0-3 against the Bengals.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Within the
they're-
last year, they beat them 3 times too.
This-
Their
That's
home
the
record,
3
their
times.
home record in the playoffs is actually really bad. They've lost once to the Bengals, AFC Championship.
Yep.
Then they lost one to New England, AFC Championship, and then they lost the divisional round against New England.
Yep.
That's been the past couple of years. It's not been good.
And then we got
This-
Patrick Mahomes, whose ankle is probably a fucking grapefruit right
That's
now. So.
what I was gonna say. This game isn't a freebie for the Bengals, okay? But
It's
the
not a
game
freebie
is
for the
gonna
Chiefs either.
the game is gonna be decided basically on Patrick Mahomes' ankle.
Well, if they're
And
saying it's
I
a high
don't
ankle
th-
sprain, dude, like if you guys remember, I said this earlier today. Like, dude, remember Mac Jones had a
Mac
high
Jones
ankle
was out
sprain.
for 4 fucking weeks.
He didn't play for a
Tony
month.
Pollard was carted off for a high ankle sprain earlier today.
So
I know he'll play. It's just what
I
what
think
is
they
he gonna
fucked
look
up continuing to play him because that just adds more stress to it.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Like when he was going back in the game and all that, he was pumping off of adrenaline. You let that injury sit for a few days, it hurts a lot worse.
And
Because of
the
course
thing is,
he's gonna tell you it feels fine.
I would tell the same thing. Oh, this
You're
adrenaline's
full of
going up
adrenaline.
great.
You're not gonna feel it right away.
He
And,
is
well,
on.
that and they're gonna
after.
shoot him with cortisone. He'll come back. His phone.
Yeah. They're gonna shoot him
Um,
up with cortisone, but I guarantee you, it's not gonna feel like it did that fucking first time when you have that adrenaline
Oh
going.
no.
And the way
No.
the Bengals defense has been playing, he's running, he's moving. Well,
That's
let's
the-
see.
the-
Let's
well,
see
that's
if
the
the
thing.
O line can hold up and keep him safe.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't think on a high ankle sprain he's gonna be moving. And what I said earlier was when that happened, I said that if I'm the Jags, I'm sending everybody in the kitchen sink. Well, if I'm the Eagles, I'm sending everybody in the kitchen
mean,
sink
Bengals?
all game or the Bengals. I'm sending them all game long. And
Oh, yeah.
the Bengals front four can get there.
They can get there. They can do it.
They could get there much more efficiently than the
So I
than the
think it's
Jaguars.
gonna come down. It's gonna come down to coaching at this point, because now you got to throw it throws a wrench in your usual game plan, but you got to keep Patrick Mahomes' jersey clean. You have to keep him clean. You can't rely on normal Patrick Mahomes, who's running around doing hip passes and doing crazy things on the sidelines. You have to protect him in that pocket. And I think you have to right now. The conversation with him right now is like, hey man, you have an high ankle sprain. It felt great during the game, but you can't do the stuff you were doing last week. You got to sit in the pocket and make throws.
No. That conversation is like this. Motherfucker, we just gave you $1 billion. You try that shit again.
And he's got to adjust. And I'm pretty sure practice right now is cortisone shots and pocket passes. Like, that's practice right now. So
I don't see the Chiefs winning this game, and the fucked part about it is, it's gonna be because of that injury, and that's
ankle sprain.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate Because if that injury doesn't happen, yes, I do see the Chiefs beating the Bengals. But a limited Patrick Mahomes against the Bengals right now, with the way Joey Burr is playing, that's not a good sign.
And Joe Mixon, bro. Joe Mixon's
Joe
on
Mixon
fire right
he's
now.
on fire
And
right now.
they went into Buffalo in the snow.
To be fair,
In
the Bengals are more prepared than them for that. They don't have
Yes.
an indoor practice.
yes, I
arena.
get that, but
They do now, actually.
They do now.
Yeah.
They went into Buffalo. They went into their weather. They went into bro. That whole fucking presentation was Buffalo oriented, all about Damar Hamlin. They went into their emotional advantage. Every advantage possible for that game before the kickoff was to Buffalo. They looked that shit in the face, spat in it, and beat them by 3 scores. This team can beat the Chiefs at home. It's not even that hard to do in the playoffs, like you guys said. But this team in specific can beat the Chiefs in the kingdom.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are going back for the second year, and kudos
think
to that
even-
franchise, man.
I think even if Patrick Mahomes doesn't get injured, I think they still
Yeah.
have a really good chance of winning.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's just me. I think they would have went right back to the.
It's funny.
Like I
you know
said,
what?
I think they're fucking hungry.
The funny
and,
thing that
you
made
know-
them fall off this year, and we just disrespected them entire. Because like, if you think about it, and you actually look at the schedule, they beat a lot of teams. Like they did. And it was the start of the
Good
season
one.
when they went 0-2, and everyone's like, the Bengals are doing Bengals stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's time we respect the Bengals as a team that's going to be here for the next 5 years. We have to include them in conversations, because I noticed that every week we would pick them to lose, and not pick them to lose necessarily, but we weren't putting them up there in that conversation with the Bills,
They're like the Heat.
the Chiefs. You know what I mean? We weren't
We were
putting
kind
them
of
up there.
saying what we were kind of saying. You know what's happening to the Bengals? You know.
Yeah.
We were kind of like,
you know what?
and then
You
they
know what it
turned
feels like
around.
to me, and the vibe it feels like to me is it feels like in the NBA, the Miami Heat in the 2010s, we would sandbag the season, but somehow we're in the fucking playoffs, and everybody's like, but look at how fucking bad they did in the season, and then bam, we're in the finals. How the fuck did we do that? The Bengals have that ability. They have that kind of a team too, where they sit there, they could dog a season out, but if you let them motherfuckers in the playoffs, oh bro, you have fucked up, because they can beat your team.
And
they're
Joe
doing
Burrow
it.
said it best. He said, like somebody asked him, "What's like your window for a championship?" And he said, "My whole career that I'm here." And he
means that.
That man he's that man. I think he's definitely the man for the Bengals. Like, you know, they definitely chose right when picking him, and I think fucking going back, anybody would have fucking given their arm and a leg, you know, to draft him.
And you know what's crazy? He didn't, like PJ said, he didn't really get any respect this year.
No.
And this, you have to now consider.
Dude came
This
back from
man-
he blew up. Wasn't it his knee? Wasn't it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he blew out his
Torn
knee?
ACL.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking
When his
blew
when
his
his
knee
entire
out.
when his entire line just fucking shit the bed on him. Yeah, I remember that.
And if
But-
people don't remember that they lost Chase for a good amount of games this year, and they were still balling the fuck out with
Yeah,
that.
with T. Higgins and fucking.
So
Well,
we
you
just
have to
these are the
consider-
guys that go under the weather. They put up numbers, but they don't put up like Justin Jefferson numbers or fucking Derrick Henry numbers, but they're consistent.
But when it comes into the upper echelon, the big balls, big game moment, fucking elite quarterbacks, you have to put Joey Burrow in that conversation now. Like, there's no question. The way he does things in big moments, that solid ice vein, bro, he's got no emotion. He's so cold. Yeah, he's definitely. I feel like this guy's he's already a Hall of Famer, and he's not even 3 years in the league. I feel like this guy is gonna be the measuring stick. Once these old vets retire that we're used to, like the Bradys and the Rodgers, this guy's gonna be the cream of the crop, the measuring stick, the model quarterback.
Always rise to the top.
Yes.
This guy is what I've seen in Joey Burrow in the last couple of years is like Brendan said, Bengals picked the perfect quarterback for that team, for that city, for that
Bro, I loved him
setup.
in college. I knew he was gonna be fucking bad and like a bad man in the NFL. I
This
fucking knew it.
guy is just cold, dude.
Like
And
he
he's
like
probably one of
some
the coolest
teams you
persons
can
in the locker
have
room.
some teams you can have really good wide receivers and just a really good overall offense, and you see it like the Niners, perfect example. You don't have to have the best quarterback back there when you have all those weapons. You just have to have an all right guy that can get the ball to them, at the right time, and then the rest is up to the fucking coaches and your star players. And that is fucking doing overwhelmingly good for them.
I
But
think his
then the
biggest
opposite of that is you can have a great fucking quarterback who makes these wide receivers look fucking awesome, like Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow. But
I
Joe
think
Burrow does have a
his
weapon. I'm not gonna lie, in Chase. But when he was without Chase,
he
see
Still
what he
got
got
it
it
did.
done.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Still got it done.
I think his biggest quality is that coldness. And that coldness was the difference maker in between him and Josh Allen today. Like Josh Allen is an emotional quarterback, and that emotion leads him into shit decisions. Joey Burrow doesn't make those decisions. He doesn't feel that emotion. For the matter, a lot of the elite quarterbacks, they have the same trait. Patrick Mahomes, when it's time to lock it down, he fucking locks it down. If he's gonna have a flip out, he'll have a flip out on Eric Bieniemy after the play. But in
He
that
sounds
field,
like a mad Kermit the Frog. I mean, he sounds like it, but I mean, he's pissed. That's what gets him going.
this kind of quality separates quarterbacks from people that throw the ball. For the matter, Tua's got a problem with emotion too. All season you see Teron Armstead trying to calm him down. If Tua gets too emotional, he throws fucking picks like it's the thing to do. Joey Burr just does not have this trait, bro. Like he's cold, collective. Doesn't matter if you're up by 3 or 13 or 33. Like he feels like, give me enough time, I'll win this fucking game. The Bengals are gonna be in this kind of a conversation for a good 10 to 15 years.
Like,
Because
I
do
genuinely-
I believe him. That window is his whole career.
And I genuinely believe like his mentality is like when he loses a game is just like that of Michael Jordan's was. He's like, I didn't lose the game. I just ran out of time.
Yeah.
Cause give him the chance. The dude, he's a great quarterback. Like, just it's crazy, how well he's the epitome of what every team wishes goes well or right when you draft a quarterback.
But on the other side, the Eagles, Niners, and the quarterbacks in those matchups. For one, if the Eagles do advance, I see Jalen Hurts and the Eagles putting up a fight against the Bengals. Like I think if anybody does stop the Bengals, it would be Philly. The defense is nasty for Philly. But I feel like the Eagles, like what PJ said, the Eagles aren't going, and I think it's gonna be Brock Purdy versus Joe Burrow. The San Francisco Niners defense versus the Bengals defense. Like, I feel like this is set up for a San Francisco Super Bowl. I like Joey Burrow a lot. I just spent like the last 10 minutes talking about how great he is. Just don't think this is the year for him. I feel like San Francisco has got every other piece that's better than any of the teams that are in this postseason right now, including the Chiefs. This is set up for San Francisco. I feel like Brock Purdy's going to get a ring as Mr. Irrelevant. on
I
his
think,
rookie year. And what a wild thing that would be on a rookie year.
I think DeMar Soul got taken, and I think the Bengals are going all the way and winning the Super Bowl.
Well, so fellas, I gotta head out of here shortly. I'll be up in the morning, but got a couple parting words before I do leave.
We're wrapping it up right now anyway, so.
Jerry
Hey!
Jones, what happened? You fucking
Yes!
weirdo! You fucking loser! You're never gonna win the Super Bowl with your dumbass post game press conference every week. You fucking weird ass retard! I don't understand why you keep doing this shit. See ya, you fucking losers! Fuck the Cowboys!
That was
Yes,
the
sir.
greatest. That was the best. You fucking
The face
weirdo.
reveal,
The
you piece of
face
shit
reveal.
Cowboys.
The face fucking reveal.
The whole season.
I had to lead it. I was so deep in it that I'm like, I'm gonna save for a special moment, and
For
today
a
is a special moment.
Today's a special moment. The Cowboys done.
Cowboys, what happened?
Oh my god, that beard is beautiful. I love it.
It is.
Yo. Yes.
Oh my god, beard game. I'm catching up slowly but surely.
Dude, I got 2 Dallas Cowboys fans I work with, and I'm gonna.
Oh, make sure they
It's
have
gonna
some
be
fun.
great.
It's gonna be fucking great.
I'm gonna walk in just. What happened?
Everybody knows one. Everybody knows one Cowboys fan.
I already texted him like, man.
Everybody check on your
How about
Cowboys
them,
fan.
you gotta check on your Cowboy homies, man. They're struggling right now.
Are y'all them boys?
Y'all still them boys? Yo, look at Buck30, I'm fucking done.
The Jaguar.
That's the greatest.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
Dan Snyder. Oh.
Aaron Rodgers and the ayahuasca.
I hate all of you guys.
I
Oh
like
my
how Aaron
God.
Rodgers is already done with the season. He's got a new commercial out. Like, that's already happened. He's got
Don't worry.
fucking...
So I'm
Fucking
gonna
love
head
that
out.
guy.
Don't worry, I'll be back with another face reveal when the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and I'll be back
Oh
to
my
TJ.
god, he's directed at me. PJ, what happened? Oh my
Right.
god. Alright, fellas. We're
Been
gonna have
fun.
an exciting week for us next week. All these games on Sunday. Are we not doing pick'ems anymore?
No, we are. We gotta wait. Too
We'll
gotta
do
early.
wait.
pick'ems on... We'll do pick'ems on...
Why is it too
Friday.
early? Why can't we just do them now? What's too early about it?
We don't know the injury report.
Yeah, he's right. We don't know the injury reports.
I'll pick them right now. I think it's gonna be the Bengals-Eagles Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, let's do our way too early pick'ems. We can change.
Oh,
But-
true. I'll take that. Nah, it's fucking Bengals, Niners.
Yeah,
Are
Bengals.
we all
Eagles.
sacrificing the Chiefs right now? Is this the
Yeah.
first time we're sacrificing the Chiefs this season?
Dude, I live balls deep in Chiefs country. I can't wait for these assholes to lose.
Bengals, Niners. Is who I'm
Bengals,
picking.
Niners.
Bengals, Niners.
Niners. So we
I
got
think-
Bengals, Niners here, and then Bengals, Eagles. Okay, I like
Bengals,
this.
Eagles.
The only thing we disagree on is the NFC.
The NFC.
Yeah,
It's crazy how at the start of the season we're like the AFC is dog or the NFC is dog shit, and now we're like, nah, Niners, Eagles, they're gonna win it all.
That's how drunk this year's been, man. This has been a crazy
I
ride.
mean,
Disrespect.
couple of us said, like, you know, the Eagles are going to lose the game, but they will probably make it pretty far. They look like a good team.
They looked like they were going to run the table, but now the Niners are here.
On that note, Brock Purdy out.
Brock Purdy! All right, I'm out.
All right, see you guys later.
Peace.